as we've learned in a uh, more enduring fashion, and the Straits of Hormuz and everything we've been doing in Iran and otherwise. Oil is a somewhat precious commodity, and we know that China also has tremendous reserves. But the reason that they have reserves is they actually prepare for eventualities that are unforeseen, like adults do, not like the Trump administration, whose idea of preparation is having enough catch up for the second side order of fries. That is strategic thinking for the Trump administration. Xi Jinping and the Chinese Communist Party plan decades in advance. They probably have a 50-year plan. Right? These things get modified. You don't follow it like some do the Bible, but it's a better way to do things when you have 350 short of million humans relying on you, like we do in the United States. Doing it by the seat of your pants, off the cuff, impromptu, right? Innovation requires some risk taking. Running your government like it's a polymarket account doesn't make a lot of sense. So the deal that we made with Xi, because if he wanted to say to Trump, I take exception to what you're doing down there, because there are a lot of Chinese interests in South America that Trump, by undertaking this elective operation in Venezuela, is disrupting China's gain, their ability to earn, and their consistent flow of oil. So there was a deal made. Right? And that was at such point when Xi Jinping gets done killing generals and getting his shit straight and his house cleaning done in the military, because he had some profound problems there, and it's ongoing. And just because you have a new slate of generals who are even more loyal to you, it doesn't mean that they're ready to execute very complex war plans, right? It takes some time. But the commitment that we had for decades to Taiwan is, I would argue, is only a piece of paper that has about as much value right now as something that is either Kleenex or Charmin. Valuable in the moment, but if anybody thinks that we are going to take exception militarily, we're going to face off against China for Taiwan. Love to hear your argument, but it ain't there. Is Japan going to do some heavy lifting in that area in their own interests? And perhaps if we didn't disparage every other leader around the world just because we're rude motherfuckers like Trump is, that he's short-sighted and want to be sovereign and just wants to, again, immediate gratification president, then we would be more engaged with Japan, because they are rebuilding their military they have the resources, and they are voting. They had obviously written in their constitution, defensive purposes only, because of the Second World War.